most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as we get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for sprint 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old lead from through one already. Davis Wick and Rodríguez wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Dowling. And the rolling was flying up the front all week as well. Phase there, Katakazinas.
Yes, you did.
Laboring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stonefit on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. Off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punches straight into the wall on the right. And we're underway at Suzuka for the final race of the season. It's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Noah's Ark. No, sorry, it is not. We are at the Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez, and I didn't pronounce it right like I did before. And we are going to have the cracker as we watch the Mercury jet boats cross this track. No, we are going to watch the Chevs and the Mustangs in the rain tonight for round 5 of the V8 Supercar Championship, brought to you by Warren and Brown Tools. We are going to have an absolute perler. Let's have a look at the weather report firstly. I didn't even tell Cobes that I was going to look at it, but let's have a quick look at what the temperature does, what it's doing, and what it's going to be like for tonight, because we are going to be on a cracker. We are assuming it's going to fade off into the sunset, because you can see the sun coming through right now. We've got 2.39 miles, which is about 4 point, what is it? It's about 4 point something kilometres, 4.3 kilometres, and we're looking at about 23 to 24 degrees, both on track and in the air. Let's have a look at the standings as we go, see what's happening in there, see who is going to be fighting for what and how close the title is going to be. We have got Scotty Weston from EWT Racing sitting at 347 points, leading the way. And in second place, Brett Taylor, his teammate from EWT Racing, 15 points behind. The inter-team battle is going to be on. There will be no papaya rules, I can guarantee you, with those two. Mason Martin from Pacific Esports is in third place, a further 26 points back. So we have got a 40-point spread across the top three and a further 40 back to Chris Tomlin from LCR Esports. Rez James is in fifth place, Di Feldman in sixth, Michael Quash in seventh, Alan Mazzaroli in eighth, John Van Ray from WKMP in 9th, Martin Lipsky in 10th, Liam Amos in 11th, Stephen Martin in 12th, Aaron Smith 13th, Rob Baxter 14th, Martin Hughes 15th, and Jack Alesi in 16th place. All right, Pro-Ams tonight. We are still battling it out there, and it's still very, very close. We have got 54 points between Brandon Levin from SRW and Travis Daly from M1. They are battling it out on their own with Blake Urquhart a further 1 point behind for Pacific Esport. It's going to be an absolute cracker out there, because Jacob Trainer is hovering about those boys from Sim Racing Brotherhood, 37 points behind. Peter Sattler, Angry Birds, further 10. Craig Healy is in sixth place. Chris Blanchard in seventh. Daniel Clutterbuck in eighth. Andrew Cowan in ninth. John Gallen 10th. Jeremy Bush in 11th. Ernie Toff 12th. Troy Dooley 13th, Mitch Noble 14th, Tim Miles in 15th, Stevie Daniels in 16th, Jordan Williams in 17th, David Duddle in 18th, and Blake Gallen in 19th. The pros for the season so far, round 5 of the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championship, and the pros are sitting very close as well. Let's have a look at that right now. In the next few seconds, here it is, and we've got James Scott has got himself in a great position with the Chiefs, 72 points ahead after the last round. He absolutely dominated that and took it away, but Ryan Mueller has been sitting there battling behind him all the way through. A further 72 points this season is going to be close as it comes through to the edge of it, because there's a lot of battles going on for the third place. Will Buchanan from AITT, Billy Mole, Luke Page, all within 15.5 points of each other and 15 points of Ryan Mueller. Ryan Nielsen from BAR is in sixth place, Ryan Leonard in seventh, Alex Zizekas eighth, Jack Snova in ninth, Peter Pav in 10th, Blake Warboys at 11th, Troy Stone Street 12th, Stevie Banks in 13th, Will Morgan 14th, Jace Douglas in 15th, Oliver Patterson in 16th. That is there for tonight, and we have got a massive field already. I'm not sure how many on the grid, because I didn't count them up in practice, but I can tell you right now it's 30-plus cars out there, and they are all in the wets for qualifying. Welcome to the room. Our button pusher out the back, Kobe, and my cohort tonight, as usual, Mr. James Watson. Come in here and have a bit of a chinwag, mate. Otherwise, I will just keep talking all night and no one who or anyone else.
Yeah.
How are you, buddy? What's your thoughts on the parting of the Red Sea, Noah's Ark, and everything else that we can get underwater here? Maybe even finding Nemo.
I think everyone is well aware how I feel about rain races at this point. I am very happy with what we're looking at. This is going to be chaotic in the best way possible. We're going to learn a lot about the driving skill of a lot of these guys out there, because you're going to need a lot of it just to keep the car on the track and out of the barriers, let alone leading and winning the race. This is not going to be easy whatsoever. But it's going to be epic.
So the question's just been sent to me that my audio up and breaking up a little bit, but keep an eye on it, viewers. But is it okay now, Cobes? Okay, so we don't know what that could be. We'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully it'll fix itself. But we are here for an epic fight, mate. What are your thoughts on the top 10 at the moment? I think, look, it's going to be hard-pressed to go past Mr. Scott. He's a weapon in all conditions, but I don't know. What's wet weather going to be like for him?
Yeah, that's the thing about, what weather racing is that it doesn't quite matter how good you are. You kind of have to worry about how good the others are. Like, let's think back to when we had our big rain race last season at Okayama. Now, James still was able to win that race, but it took literally a last lap pass that it came with a bit of a controversial ruling on it. So, yeah, it kind of doesn't matter how good James is if he gets caught up in other incidents like he did in that race. He had to fight back from a lot. He got turned around, I think, a couple times. So, yeah, you just got to steer clear of everyone else too. That's what really makes it difficult.
You got to get out of the vortex as well. You can't always be stuck in and around it, and especially at a lot of different levels. We've got 3 classes out here: AMs, Pro-Ams, and Pros, all fighting for their own bit of turf. So it's not just a fight at the very pointy end; it's a fight all the way down to the bottom. And we're looking at about 40 cars on track. I'm not sure how many we got tonight, but it's been everything between 40 and 50 cars on track every round, which has been amazing. The support from the drivers has been sensational. And I'm just looking at the screen, that ominous bit of tyres just there in the middle of that corner is looking very scary, and it's looking like and that inside corner there that we just saw, that spot as well. So these tyre barriers are created to make some damage by the look of it, not just to be an avoidance. And they're black, so they're the same colour as the road, so they're not really easy to see.
Yeah, something tells me they are going to be a significant player in tonight's action. I think quite a few cars will probably make acquaintance with those tire stacks.
I hope so, because it's going to get really feisty really quick, and we're going to end up with a whole heap of fish caught in the net, like in the river that it is. Maybe a bit of trout fishing going on. I think I'm going to get a few lures out there and get the Tassie Devils and ring them in. But standing water is going to be a hell of a thing here as this starts to dry off. We're in the 9 minutes mark. As it starts to dry off, standing water is going to be an issue as well. Look at the rooster tails coming out of these cars. This is worse than our football. That was purely just too much power down on the straight, and the rear end just drifted out on him.
Yeah, that's a good microcosm of what everyone's going to be working with tonight right there.
Yeah, I think we're in for a bit of fun. Tonight's a sprint round too, so it's going to be a 20-40. And we are Axe is going to drop at the 15-minute mark. James Scott is currently currently the fastest guy on track. Surprise, surprise. With a 1:39.470. Ryan Mueller, who loves the wet, a 1:39.9. So 3/10 behind. Blake Urquhart's at the pointy end as well. So the Pelicans do love water, we know that. The 140, Travis Daly in fourth, Jack Snova in fifth, Chase Douglas from JMR got themselves. So looks like they've changed the name a bit. The logo's changed. It still says Murray Performance. I know that they did send me a logo into my private account, but not into the other one. So I'll have to change that. So it looks like it's going to be Jet Murray Racing instead of the Murray Performance Racing. But we'll look at that as we go on. Performance Sim Racing, Troy Dooley, Stevie Banks. Oh, he's just popped up into 10th. Oh, Ryan Mueller's just come up with a 1:39.424.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, James Scott's just fired straight back with a 1:39.006. He's just turned around and said, no, not likely, buddy. That's mine. Wow.
Yeah, James just went, all right, hold my beer.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, look at the way they are attacking the corners. James actually rode that apex right across the bumps as well. So he's not holding anything back at all. Oh, this is looking very interesting. We've got 7 minutes left of the qualies, and we've still got, looks like 1, 2, 3. We've still got 3 cars left to qualify. So we'll have 35 on grid tonight, which is looking pretty awesome. And sounding awesome. We'll have 2 screens going, so if you viewers out there do want to see anyone in particular, please let us know. What's going on here? Let's have a look. No, breaking in and out. All right, so people are saying breaking in and out. Hopefully, if my mic's better for viewers, let me know. What do we got here? Piccoli, that's better. I wasn't picking on your name. It's all right. I'm not sure who you're talking to. Crazy car guy. Is it going to rain for the race as well? I don't think it is, but it doesn't mean the right track is going to dry out. All these puddles that you can see and the streaming water are going to be an issue all the way through. Steph's going to be watching it from bed tonight. Just had a 10-hour trip from Sydney. She's driven down to Melbourne for something. And look how glassy that track is.
Yeah, it's probably not the worst decision. Because, yeah, Lord knows this is going to be a lot to deal with.
It is. It's going to be a lot to deal with, not just once the race starts, that these rooster tails are going to be mega all the way. It's going to be hard to see probably around the second row onwards. It's going to be very, very tough racing out there. Oh, she's down for the Sandown 500. Giddy up.
Nice.
Go, Steph. Well, it's been raining in Melbourne for the last 2 weeks, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to rain this weekend as well. All right, the cars are sounding pretty good in the wet. Oh, it's yeah, look at that, straight off the edge. I think that was it Jeremy Bush going straight off the edge there, missed his brake marker. No,
yeah, it looked like he was driving an F1 car.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be very interesting in the braking zones as well. And like even guys that are on single screen monitors, be able to see left and right, it's going to be even harder tonight. You're going to have to be really listening to your crew chiefs.
Yeah, and pour one out for the homies with not great computers like my own.
Yeah, there's going to be a few people struggling big time. Yep, 100%. There's no doubt at all. There'll be drivers out there struggling. We're down to the 4-minute mark. We've still got James Scott in the lead position, the 1:38.579. Ryan Mueller, a 1:39.4. So then we're talking 7/10 difference there. James Scott has put the pedal. Oh, Will Buchanan, from Revolution Racing. He's just got himself a 1:38.8, 3/10 off the back of James Scott. Where have we seen that? That's hasn't happened before. Buchanan out of position all the way up the pointy end.
Yeah, what a lap. Good God.
Yeah, he that was an absolute cracker. Alex Zeke is up in the top 9 as well. Ryan Nielsen top 4. Jax Nova. There's a few boys that are popping up there. Peter Pav 12. A few people off track at the moment, trying to regain their bearings. Probably trying to get a few things sorted. Brand Levin still hasn't set a time. Chris Tomlin not set a time either. Maybe he's having issue with his PC at the moment as well. Dropping in and out, Steve. I don't know if I can help it. Again? I'll just reset my mic. I'll leave you guys with Mr. Watson for a second. I'll see if I can reset my mic.
Oh boy, now everyone's going to suffer with that. as we're on board Ryan Nielsen. Meanwhile, Peter Pav is having some struggles of his own at one of the hairpins he's just towed. Oh, big sideways for Stevie Daniels. He managed to just get control of that car, but oh boy. That was a moment and a half for the 130. So far, we still have 3 Pro-Ams up here in the top 10 with Travis Daly, Blake Urquhart, and Jonathan Gallen. I'm on board with Gallen right now.
Okay, well, hopefully this fixes the problem. I am back. Lights seem to be flashing okay. Kobe, let us know in the background if I'm dropping out as well. So thank you, viewers. If I do keep dropping, just let us know.
We have about 1 minute left in qualifying, and remember, since it is a sprint race, this is the last minute everyone has.
Yeah, this is going to just pop straight out, isn't it?
Oh, Michael Quash had to make a save in the last corner.
You people, here we go. Someone's calling something in. 57's calling something in.
Yeah, Travis Daly, it looks like.
Yeah. All right, what do we got? Crazy Car Guy, SRB. While we're getting the last few minutes done, we are down to the last second, so let's quickly just have a quick refresh. We've got Will Buchanan, who's just popped it up with a 138.201, beating James Scott to a 138.282, and the hammer's going to drop in a couple of seconds. Not sure where James Scott is on track at the moment, but he might be able to get himself around and have a crack at it. Doesn't quite look like he's going to get around in time.
And there it is.
This is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a few people at the pointy end, which is not normally where they are. So the rain has definitely affected the qualifyings. And as you can see, as we are watching, the road is gently drying off as the session is changing to a different time of the day. Let's have a quick look at where we are at. Will Buchanan has smashed it up the top end, done an absolute cracking time into the pole position. James Scott is in second place. Ryan Nielsen all the way up into third place. Ryan Mueller into fourth. Travis Daly fifth. Troy Dooley sixth. Lukey Page seventh. John Banash in 8th, Jax Nova 9th, and John Gallen in 10th. Top 10, what a crazy bit of racing there. Stevie Banks in 11th place, Blake Urquhart 12th, Alec Tzakis in 13th, Jace Douglas 14th, Andrew Cowan in 15th, Peter Pav 16th, Mason Martin in 17th, Brandon Levin in 18th place, Brett Taylor 19th, Tim Miles in 20th. Here we go. Alan Mazzaroli in 21st. Pete Sattler in 22nd. Daniel Clutterbuck, 23rd. 24th place, Scotty Weston. Where's Mr. Taylor? Did I already read him out? Michael Quash at 25th. Rob Bax at 26th. Marty Hughes, 27th. Stephen Martin, 28th. Jacob Trainer, 29th. And Jeremy Bush, 30th. And we have Martin Lipsky, 31st, Craig Healy, 32nd, Stevie Daniels, 33rd, Liam Amos in 34th, Chris Tomlin in 35th. And our race director tonight is Greg Barber. And, race director is Greg Barber. Safety car driver is Kevin Wakefield. And Tyson McAvoy will be our race steward. Wow, this is going to be amazing.
Hey Steve.
Today. Yes.
I think someone made a oopsie.
Yes, it looks like Cowie, the average sim racer, has made a bit of an oopsie, and we have got ourselves a rolling start. But not only that, everyone is still out in the wets, and the track looks like it's dried a fair bit. We are missing a few drivers tonight, but we have got a massive field out there, as usual, of 35 cars on track, which is sensational. These boys are going to tear it up and show us what it's all about at this track, which we haven't had a lot of V8s at, that's for sure. Here we go. Oh, a couple of dries popping up. Craig Healy's gone onto the dries. Jeremy Bush has gone on the dries. We are waiting for Brandon Levin's gone on dries as well. Will they take an advantage of here? A couple of people, I can see them disappearing off the grid and back on. Are they changing tyres? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez circuit, having an absolute blast. We have no more rain falling. We are slowly starting to get ready. We are waiting for the rolling start. This is going to be an absolute cracker. Here we go. The safety car is driven, not by Kev Wakefield. This is the iRacing safety car. The rest of the grid have forgotten. Still a lot of standing water, so it would be interesting to see what happens with the boys out on the dries. Brandon Levin, Jeremy Bush, and Craig Healy.
And now we're going to have to figure out how to fill this pace lap. Going to have about 2-3 minutes of nonsense just to fill the air.
Yeah, there's it's going to be interesting. It's going to be yeah. Looks like a couple of boys have had some issues signing in for the first heat too.
Yeah, looks like Martin Lipsky is having it.
Look at these things go. Cars are looking spectacular in the clearing.
Yeah, you think the boys that took the dry tires are starting to regret their decision right now? Also, wow, they're not letting them leave. Oh, that's rough.
Yep, because the safety car lights are out. Who do you think's going to win? I don't know. Anything can happen here. Anything can happen here. There's a lot of standing water everywhere, so that's going to be. Okay, so we've got a pit lane. We've got a few pit lane starters. That's why they're not on the grid. So we'll see what happens there. We've got Yep, final words from race director. That beam there, that's going to be some incidents right there, that tyre barrier. I can just see it. The safety car's going to pull away soon, ladies and gentlemen. We are round 5 at the Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez. We're going to go vamos when it goes green, and we're going to go absolutely crazy for the Warren Brown V8 Supercar Championship on Thursday night. We've just closed it pit the exit because there's a couple of cars in there for a restart, and it could be that we've got a fair few in there actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there is waiting to go. The safety car's going to go now, viewers. He's pulling away. Definitely not one of our safety car drivers because he hasn't stacked it yet. Oh, getting a bit close to each other there as they're coming close to the line. Safety car pulls away, ladies and gents. Round 5 of the V8 Supercars, brought to you by Warren Brown, and they are green, green, green. Already going crazy. Ryan Mueller's got himself a great start. We've got the boys battling in the front. James Scott is in the prime position there in third, but he's just side by side of Matty Hughes. Is he going to be able to get around him? Oh, he has. He's got a bit of a squirrely tail. Hughes is taking the inside line. I mean, Buchanan. And then there's Mueller coming across Buchanan as well. They're just avoided the tyre barrier. 2 by 2, Buchanan and Nielsen. As they're coming through, this restart is under review as well. We don't know what it is, but we'll see. But Ryan Mueller has got himself a bit of a bottleneck behind him as he's coming down the straight. James Scott has just torn it away 1 second, just with half a lap in the back. They're still going a bit sideways here and there. Oh, there's a few pelicans beside each other as well. There's no papaya rules of pelicans. They love eating papayas. Oh, bit of a rotation there. It's one of the AITT boys. That's Johnny Bernach has rotated that car around. I'm not sure if it was on his own or not, but he's got to watch his rear end. There's a couple of cars going wide through that corner. Oh, here we go. No further action. Lap 0, final corner. I'm not sure if that was the one we just saw then, but the boys are going hell for leather. Everyone's starting to get the line. What have you seen, Mr. Watson? Oh, these boys going offline and back on.
Yeah.
That's one of the EWT cars, Brett Taylor.
Yeah, he just full on 4-wheel drift into the barrier. Thankfully, wasn't a hard hit, it looks like, but yeah, that's just a light tap. Brett got very lucky with that. That should have been a hell of a lot worse, especially with how much speed he was carrying. That was a great job by Brett to bleed a lot of that speed off and not completely demolish that Camaro.
There with Jax Nova, and looks like it's Jace Douglas side by side. That's crazy. 055 has been called for a connection issue. We'll see what the boys say, but I tell you what, the rooster tails are still fairly large on the back end of the course, and looking very ominous too. A lot of the rear ends wiggling around too. The boys are going to be very careful. Look at that. Oh, keeping it control. One of the Pelicans have gone off track in the back there. I'm not sure which one, but thank goodness no tire barrier right there.
It might be Gallon if I can remember the exact shade of blue he uses correctly. Yeah, it was one of the lighter blue Pelican cars.
Okay, it probably was Gallon then. I'm just trying to find it on my second screen, but I can't see it. The battle though is going hell crazy. Ryan Mueller is still having a cracking job out there as well. They're coming through. When they come through that, is that part of the baseball arena? It looks amazing coming through there as they're coming through the grandstands and onto the main straight. And the boys are just whistling past each other. They're all very, very close. The time gaps that you can see at the moment are extremely close. Mueller with the fastest lap of the 1:38.542 at the moment. James Scott is only only under a second away. So Mueller's done a little bit of catching over it. Scott was about 3/10 slower that last lap.
Yeah, this is the perfect opportunity for Mueller to make up some points. Obviously, you saw the massive 72-point gap that Mueller is having to cut into. If he can run down Scott and bring home the win in this sprint, knowing how much he loves the wet conditions, this is huge for his hopes.
Geez, he
for the
gets close to that
championship.
wall, doesn't he?
I know.
Oh, that's
Folks,
a very...
yeah, and keep in mind, folks at home, the tire bundles, they move in real life. They're designed to move. They're not programmed to do that on the sim. So if you hit those tire bundles, you're gonna come to a complete stop.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's
100%.
adding to the nerve-wrackiness of everyone trying to make their way through this absolutely soaked racing circuit.
Yeah, 100%. That battle we just saw coming through the S's there, that was so close. Mazzaroli, one of the TMX boys, are very, very close to touching each other as they're coming through there as well. That was Daniel Clutterbuck coming through, but also you can just see Peter Pav there trying to break the toe as they're coming down that back straight, and Cowie just going left and right, trying to absorb some of that and then pulling out so they can see. So they're not pulling out to make a move, they're pulling out so they can see, because the rooster tails are, when you're up close, are so big. Well, I might go into the car image so you can actually see how big they are when their drivers are really close. Trying to find someone who's in the back of someone really close at the moment, and that's just not happening. I mean, Ryan Mueller at the back there from the cockpit, you can just see on the bottom screen that he's you got to literally go left or right.
Yeah, you can't see a thing in this spray.
Yeah. Is the bottom screen working? Mazzaroli did well to pick that up. He's improved a bit, man. Come in the older days, he would have taken both of himself out and the other car.
Yeah, this is a great scrap. See Clutterbuck able to take advantage of Mazzaroli having to run a bit of a compromised line and able to complete the pass. See someone going way off behind him.
Yeah. Tell you what, Ryan Mueller is setting some cracking pace at the moment. He has got himself a 1:37.757 as the fastest lap, and he is now 6/10 on the bottom screen, following Mr. James Scott, and doing a cracking job of keeping the pressure on. Excuse me, that was a bit of a hiccup. How's the audio, folks? Is it all good now? Everyone happy, joy?
Ironically enough, I think it cut out again as you were asking everyone how the audio quality is.
Are you serious? Like my boy would say, are you serious right now? Cobes, am I still breaking up a lot? All right, cool. Irony is the death of us all. The battle out there for top spot is getting tighter and tighter. James Scott is getting caught by Ryan Mueller. Mueller is showing us some really good Pelican wet weather driving out there.
Wow, Pete Statler with a heck of a save. Oof. I have no idea how he held onto that car.
We've got 11 minutes left out of a 20-minute sprint, and it's been very, very clean, very tight battles everywhere. As you can see, the Pelicans having a look at each other there. Jacob Trainer is following those boys as they come through and putting a lot of pressure on the guys in front of him, making sure they all stay honest. So in the pointy end of things, we've got James Scott in the front row, taking it out so far, but Ryan Mueller at 7 tenths behind him. They've pulled away by 3/5 on Buchanan. Ryan Nielsen has got himself into a really good position, just a few tenths behind them. Travis Daly, Lukey Page, Jace Douglas and Blake Urquhart, Troy Julie and Alex Tzazikis. Reverse top 10 for the reverse 20, so it's going to be a cracker for the reverse top 10. Oh, a bit of a nudge there with Stevie Banks and one of the EWT boys. That's Brett Taylor. Taylor is showing this pro that he's an am and he wants to get up there. Travis Daly is currently the lead pro-am up there at the moment, showing us how it's done. And he's got Blake Urquhart 3 places behind, so he's got a nice little buffer there. Martin Lipsky is leading the AMs at the moment, so showing some... Sorry, Alan Mazzaroli is leading the AMs. Oh, Mr. Baxter, did he get a helping hand there? That's like someone...
No, I think he went around with
his was average too. Yeah, his re-entry wasn't that flash. It was lucky he'll get a black and white warning flag for that re-entry, but to tell you what, the way he rotated around, it was lucky someone spun the roulette wheel. Here we are under brakes coming through. Timmy Miles going out wide. We've got one of the Pelicans going out wide to have a look to see if he can get himself over and under. That is Peter Sadler there in the 056. That tyre wall is just waiting for someone to slam into it. Give us some time. We'll find someone who'll take the odds on and see if they can survive it. Here we've got Stevie Martin. Oh, bit of extra love there in front of him. He's waiting to address. So what he's done is very admirable. He's rotated one of the LCR boys, and he's which is Stevie Daniels, and then he's waited for him to rotate around. Stevie Martin's only missed 2 places, I think, out of that.
That's
what I usually tell the drivers
Steve on Steve violence right there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure how many cars he lost positions to, but I usually tell the boys don't worry about readdressing, because if it's over 3 positions and you've readdressed it and you get a drive-through as well, then you've wasted yourself a lot of space on track that you could avoid. Travis Daly looks like he's had a bit of a rhino place. He's the front right of that car. It looks like it's dipping down. But Jacob Trainer is having some fun here with which I think is Johnny Gallen.
I don't know. I can't quite tell it.
Maybe it's the
looks
graphics.
fine to me.
You with.
Yeah, the black fender really throws it off, because I'm dealing with the same issue with one of the SRB cars too.
Yep. It looks like it is, but it isn't. I look at Jacob Trainer and Mr. Gallen, 2x2 through the S's. Trainer's thought about it and backed off a little bit by there. Live to fight another day is our race director's motto, and that was not a bad move to get out of the way. The boys are still cracking some epic times out there. Let's have a look at the times. So we have got a 137.777 from James Scott, 137.57. So we're talking 2 100ths a difference between these two boys at the moment, and they're still sitting there around 7 tenths, following each other around, having an absolute blast. Another battle that's coming through is Blake Urquhart and Jace Douglas, which I'm going to change the bottom screen to at the moment, and see how those boys are battling it through. Jace Douglas in the new JMR livery too, which is a nice blue looking thing too. So I don't mind the colours and the scheme at all.
Yeah, that's a stark difference to what they've always been running.
Yeah. Has anyone, well, with a few people going into pits, but what are they going into pits for? Points, or what is it? Because we've got Chris Tomlin going in, Marty Hughes and Craig Healy have gone in as well. Marty Hughes is in there for damage. He's been up there for 2.5 minutes. But we saw a couple of people
apparently it's VR issues for Hughes, actually.
I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. I've had some of those issues myself. But look at Ryan Mueller, ladies and gents. He is really going for it. He's Only a couple of tenths there behind James Scott, so he's putting the pressure on. James Scott is in a bit of control, but look at the standing water again. In some crazy spots. Bit of drifting around those cones.
Oh, Lord.
3 wide as we got him coming down. We've got Travis Daly. We've got Mace Martin just chasing them boys in there as well. That is Johnny let me start again. Johnny Banash chasing those boys down as well. And it's only Tuesday, mate. It's still a lot more to go. But there he is, Mason Mount, having a bit of a look there on the back of Daniel Clutterbuck and Cowie in front of them. Cowie's taking them around. It is Cowie there, isn't it? It is, yeah. Cowie's changed his livery. That looks a bit different to normal.
A little bit.
Yeah, he's got like a white stripe going down the side of it. Can't see his logos. Either that or he hasn't got his trading paints on. And it's deferred to a different colour. All right, someone's called something into race control. It's been pretty quiet tonight.
Surprisingly so.
Yeah. Surprisingly so. Okay, that is just the trading paints on our broadcast at the moment because Cowie's livery on the second camera is okay. That's cool. Have a look at them come through there, though. Over the top of over and under, trying to get around each other. Michael Quashi just called something in as well. Is it coming too wide out of that corner? Are they going to be able to get anything done here? Johnny Gallen is almost going 3 wide. They've got a hell of a battle here. Brett Taylor, Johnny Gowan, Tim Miles. Look at Brett Taylor having the pressure on at the moment. Johnny Gallen and Peter Sattler behind them. Coming down. How's he going to fare? We've got Gallen's taking the inside line. I think he's got it done, or will Brett Taylor try to outbreak him and get him through? It's nice and tight, 2 by 2. Got to watch that inside barrier. Gallen's gone a little bit wide, a little bit squirrely. Taylor's taken it the hard way over the bumps, but they've come around there very, very safely. They're very familiar with each other, the way they drive, and we've got Brett Sattler following them through as well. Very, very tightly by the look of it. Sattler's having a look on the inside of Taylor. Not enough that he could do, but while he's done that, he's got Jacob Trainer that's coming side by side thinking, I'm going to block your run and trying to take advantage, but that is all tapered out into 1, 2, 3, 4 following each other like a snake.
Sattler also has some significant front end damage too. You can see the front of the car is kind of center punched.
Yeah. It's a bit, yeah, exactly. But there he is there. You can just see him. He's got some Angry Birds on his bonnet, hence the team Angry Birds Racing. And who's that behind him? There's Jacob Trainer. Oh, he's gone the wide line there. He got himself on beside him. I tell you what, right now, if I was the car, bit of contact, very, very lucky there. I tell you what, if I was Sattler, I would be talking about leaving the track for an advantage there because I know it's not an iRacing section, but I'd be calling it in. I'll tell you right now. Here he is, Trainer on the inside, having a look. He's got some fun there with Peter Sattler, side-by-side. Trainer on the inside line. Sattler's taking the outside line, trying to get his car rotated in a bit earlier. Could be a little bit of over and under through there, but not quite. The pace that Jacob's taken through has been quite good, and they've got it done very nicely between these two boys after a bit of... he just brought it back in there with a little bit of a wiggle, and not the wiggles with the green, blue, yellow, and purple tops. Look at that. Sattler's got himself in a great position there. He's got it done. A great bit of work there. That is some sensational work from these boys driving like crazy. Baxter has got involved as well now. Baxter's taken the outside line. Bit of contact. I don't think Trainer knew he was there. The question is, did Baxter get across there by getting offline and getting back online? So we'll have a look at that when we get a chance to. I think there was a bit of an issue there. Here's the replay as we go. Sattler's, he's on course there. He's got himself there. He's got plenty of room. He's taken, I think that's going to be on Jacob not giving quite enough room there. I don't think he realised that Baxter was there. That would be play on. Let's keep going. We are down the last minute.
Yeah, I think you called that perfectly. Like, there's not much more Baxter can do to give more room unless he just says, hello, how are you, to that lovely tire bundle.
Yeah, or taps his the opponent on the window and says, knock, 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 I'm coming through. That's how close they were to each other. Well, ladies and gentlemen, James Scott is coming around. I'm not sure if it's a final lap or not, because we are running the clock down. I think there might be one more. I can't see Barney out there at the moment, whether he's waving flags or not. But it looks like there is one more lap. So we are on. There he is, white flag. We are on the final lap.
They've actually just lapped Brandon Levin.
They have both of them.
See him all the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Levin one of the
race control.
Tire runners?
There he is. They can hear him. I was just about to say it's been very quiet, and then Stevie Banks got into an issue with someone. I'm not sure who, but they got involved into something. But James Scott and Ryan Mueller have had a cracking.
Oh no!
What?
Alan Mazzaroli and Johnny Benash just got together.
Well, it looks like he's parked his car as a Oh, dude, what are you doing? That re-entry was so sus. It was ridiculous. And on the racing line, too, for the car behind you. I reckon he's going to get black and white warning flag for that one, too. But, ladies and gentlemen, James Scott and Ryan Mueller have an absolute cracking run here with Will Buchanan in third. They're showing the boys and lapping them as we speak. There's a couple more cars they've got left to lap, but they've been going amazingly through this track in the wet. And no safety cars. Yes, I've just said it out loud. No safety cars. They'll probably jinx them for the next race. But, ladies and gentlemen, they're coming through the final corner. Heat 1 of race 5 at the Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez. And it is James Scott coming across the line in first place, followed by Ryan Mueller of the of the Pelican boys, and Will Buchanan from Revolution Racing as well, coming across in third place. Ryan Nielsen with a cracking fourth place. Absolute perler drive from him, staying out of trouble. And Travis Daly from the M1 team in fifth place for a Pro-Am all the way at the pointy end. That was an absolute cracking job there. In sixth place, there's still stuff
Jonathan
going on.
Gallen is demolished.
Oh, look at that. That car is toast as there's another car there with no bonnet as well as they come through. Let's have a look. What's he here?
Oh, no.
Through. What's he done? Oh, Clutters his rear end is gone. Clutter's rear end is gone. Gallen was beside him, and unfortunately, that would probably be most likely a racing incident because they were just so close to each other. There's nothing Gallen could do. Whoa, what a cracking bit of racing that was. Very, very tricky track on the wet conditions, and these boys have done a stellar job putting on some amazing laps. 1:37.757 is the fastest lap tonight so far during the race, and that will be being a first run at this track in the V8. That will be a record for SRW as well.
And don't look now, boys, but Jonathan Gallen is still going to finish his race.
That's the way to do it. Nothing like a fighting spirit there.
The right front isn't really connected on anymore, but look at him. He's going to finish his race one way or another. Let's go.
He's got 3 good tires. He's got an engine that's ready to blow. Look at this thing go across the line. What a way to do it.
You can't tell where the smoke ends and the rooster tail begins.
Yeah. You can also can't tell where the engine is and where the bonnet is. But I think it's just barely holding on by a couple of nuts and bolts. But well done there to Mr. Gallen. Ladies and gentlemen, no. Okay, so just getting a bit of chatter in my ear. I'm just turning it down. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 4 minutes to go before we get to the feature race tonight, as it is a 20-40 split. And the V8 Supercars tonight, brought to you by Warren Brown Tools, is the winner for the first heat was Mr. James Scott. Didn't have it all his way. Ryan Mueller was tagging him with a second behind him all the way through. So cracking drive by both those boys in the wet. They pulled it away by 5 seconds from Will Buchanan. So it is on like Donkey Kong. We have got Ryan Nielsen in 4th place, an outstanding drive, next level for him. Travis Daly in 5th place, Lukey Page 6th, Blake Urquhart in 7th, Jace Douglas 8th, and Troy Dooley 9th, and Jax Nova 10th. That's your reverse top 10 as well. We're going to have front row, Jax Nova and Troy Dooley. Second row, Jace Douglas and Blake Urquhart. Third row, Lukey Page and Travis Daly. 4th row, Ryan Nielsen and Will Buchanan. 5th row, Ryan Mueller and James Scott. These boys, James Scott, Ryan Mueller, have been such a pace ahead of the rest of this grid. They're going to have to find a way to get around these boys without having any incidents.
Which is easier said than done.
Very, very true. Very, very true. What's the thought of this track so far in the wet, mate?
It's definitely something. Like,
it's bit of a wet rear end there, just sliding straight out.
Yeah, it's this is not the easiest track to deal with in the wet. You know, the tire bundles that we talked about a million times, they really upped the difficulty level by probably about 300%. I think it'd be
you
a
can't
lot less
rob those corners, can you?
No, and if you just it's the other really difficult thing that I'm surprised we haven't seen more issues with is the fact that getting the turn-in point right, because you know you're not entirely sure how much grip you're going to have. You'd think it'd be easy to just maybe turn in a little earlier thinking that you're going to slide out, and then all of a sudden it grips up a lot quicker than you were expecting it to, and right into the tire bundles. I'm very impressed that we haven't seen anything like that so far, or any bigger incidents, because there's not a whole lot of wiggle room. There's a lot of walls that are close to the cars. So a big old track walker. A little bit, yeah. Like the fact that we like Sandown was a much bigger words I can't use on air, and that was a dry race.
Yeah.
So conventional wisdom.
I don't want to see anyone hit that tire wall, but maybe now in practice, in warm up, it'll be nice where it doesn't cost you many points, because I reckon those cars would just disintegrate in those walls.
Oh yeah, and rip in peace to the cars unfortunately following the car that does hit the tire bundles.
Bounces back. We've seen how these cars bounce back off the barriers, man. They literally fly across the track. We've seen it happen, and it's been an absolute cracker.
Yeah, like you said, you don't want to see it, but if you do see it, it's going to be a sight to behold.
It is. We've got Brandon Levin out on track. A couple of guys that are out there on track. Still a bit of standing water in a couple of spots. In a couple of, like, you just passed a section there where it was right in the middle of the track too. So the boys are going to be very, very careful.
Yeah, they are very much not out of the woods right now.
Yeah, that is a really strange corner with that tyre barrier there. It's almost like it gives it a bit of a right angle. Well, the question's going to be, is Ryan Mueller and James Scott going to be able to come through the pack unscratched. That's going to be the key. All right.
Yeah.
We are there.
Kinda.
Warm-up is done, viewers. There it is, right there in black and white and blue. Vamos. Pretty sure that means let's go.
I believe you are correct.
Cool. Thank you for backing me up on that one, mate. Well, ladies and gents, here we are. The boys are getting ready for the feature race. 40 minutes, reverse top 10. As you can see it set up right now in front of your little eyes, we have got the front row, Jax Nova and Troy Dooley, waiting to see how that pans out. Then we have got Jace Douglas and Blake Urquhart on the second row, Lukey Page and Travis Daly on the third row, Ryan Nielsen and Will Buchanan on the fourth row, and Ryan Mueller and James Scott on the fifth row. James Scott and Ryan Mueller have got a lot of work to do getting around these boys, and some of these boys are not going to be easy to get around, let me tell you. Even the likes of Jace Douglas up there, he will have his elbows out and making sure to keep these boys behind. Are we gritting? Boys are starting to get ready. I can see them. And we have a rolling start again. Make it a bit easier for the inexperienced boys at the front, Troy Dooley and Jax Nova.
Yeah, but a standing at these conditions would have been absolutely epic.
Yes. Yeah. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We've had a wrong button ticked there by our V8 admin. But that's okay. It just leads to some more fun out there on track. The track looks a lot drier than it did before. I can't see any standing water in the pits anymore. Only a touch there on the left-hand side, bottom of the screen. But here we go, ladies and gents. We are ready to rock and roll. Getting into a...
And you can already see there's still a lot of rooster tails, so this track is definitely not dry.
Here we go.
It's drying, but I still
look at that
feel
car
like...
on the far right. It's in the puddle already. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yep. Getting ready to rock and roll.
Oh, the mic peak was perfect.
Sorry, I got a little bit excited. I get a little bit excited every now and again, viewers. Ladies and gents, if you're out there and you're a viewer, like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can get out and see these legends on track for the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championship on Tuesday night. 30 to 45 cars every week battling it out for Pro-Am and Am titles as these boys are getting ready to put on a feature race for you. 40 minutes. We expect a pit stop. We expect a bit of carnage, and we expect a lot of excitement as they're coming round through the... I was about to say the baseball section, but it's not. A little bit of the blue light coming out the back of that Porsche. The race control driver of iRacing is giving it a bit of fang. Have a look at these cars coming around. Look at the sound and roar of the V8s. I'm going to shut up so you can hear it as it comes past us now. They sound awesome, don't they?
Amen to that.
Yeah. Here we go. We are coming up to it Final few corners, ladies and gents. Hit that notification button. Let's get ready to rock and roll as they're coming through the, I think they used to call it the baseball section, but I don't think it still is it?
No, it is.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting a bit mixed up there. Get ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gents, I'm going to have my second camera on Ryan Nielsen and James Scott as they're going to come through. And we are ready to go. The car has pulled in and we are off and running. We have got the boys all going for it straight away. Hell for leather. Will they get to survive all the way through? We've got Jax Nova. Oh, it says Amos on the front, and Nova. Amos has got himself up the pointy end. And then we've got Jace Douglas, Jax Nova, Jace Douglas, Dooley, Urquhart as they're coming through, avoiding the tyre barrier. We've got Dooley there with a bit of pressure on Urquhart and then Page. Oh, a little bit off the sides, Nova. He got himself wiggling around. Now Jace Douglas has got himself side by side. Jace Douglas will take this corner, and we know he can lead out. He did it at Belle Isle. Unfortunately, he had a bit of wiggle. Bottom screen, 3 wide. They're battling in the corner. We've got Ryan Mueller from the inside line taking on the boys from Ryan Nielsen and Will Buchanan. Get there through nice and clean. Excuse my cough. As we see Jace Murray performance, Jason Douglas from Murray performance. Oh, just missing that bit of flag, and that car rotating around from Jax Nova. Nova has got a bit of right angle slip going through there. Oh no, it looks like John Gallen's in the wall, peeps. John Gallen's in the wall, and I think Brett Taylor heard him come up on the pipes, so maybe he has helped him. I'm not sure.
I think that might be
he is caught on that wall. He can't get off.
I think that's Stephen Banks because Jonathan Gallen is having his own issues. And we have a couple cars parked.
That's Stevie Banks.
One of them Stevie Banks. A bumper. Yeah, this is John Gallen right here. And then keep watching that.
He's gone off track and come back on. Yeah.
Yeah, and then look at that bottom happens up there.
Yep. Oh, that car is cooked, love. Bottom screen going hell for leather too. Where do you look, mate? Where do you look? It's just going crazy.
Yeah, Stephen Banks, he wrecked coming to the green. Yeah, right here.
There.
And then
so he's hit.
Just went
around. He's missed 3 cars. Oh, he's ridden that curve. There must have been some standing water on those curbs there. They just rotated him around on his own. That's a bit of bad luck there for Mr. Banks, and that car's had a massive rhinoplasty. See, now I can see the bottom screen. Cobes has got it on the screen that we watch, because I kept on asking him, pestering him through that whole race, but he was getting it. Oh, there goes the front grille. It was all ready for you viewers anyway, so I was just being annoying. But Mr. Mueller has done a cracking job. What's happened to James Scott? He is down a few places. He's down there at the back with Cowie and fighting it out, trying to get his way through. He must have had an issue at the start of the race, and Cowie is the cork bottle. He's got the inside line on him. He's trying to take him around. He has done it. Oh, a lot of wiggling from the rear end of James Scott. He is going for it. Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm not wrong, there is a couple of people on wet still and a couple on dries.
Oh, no, Nova!
Yep. Oh. And the reason Jax Nova has gone around is because he is on dries. Jace Douglas is, watch your turn. You can't do it there, mate. You have to do yourself. Yeah, he's going to have to wait, unfortunately for him. Oh, stop.
And then
that was close. Yeah. He's going to get a warning for that, I reckon. Now,
he's still.
That was like watching Austin Powers in a V8 supercar, trying to get that car rotated around. Sorry, Jax, but I was waiting for you to do another 3-4 back and forwards.
Oh, the rejoin from hell on that. Good Lord. And then
have a look at. Did you see that pass from James Scott just then on Daniel Clutterbuck? Oh no, that was Michael Quash. He's chasing Clutterbuck now as well. We have got action galore, viewers. We have got it off track, on track, and going everywhere sideways. The battles are absolutely immense. So, quick rundown. Jace Douglas in the front row position is on wets. He's got a 2-second gap. Ryan Mueller has already caught him on dries. Blake Urquhart's on dries in third. Will Buchanan on dries in fourth. Troy Dooley on dries in sixth. Travis Daly on wets. Alex.
Wow.
Oh, Troy Dooley on wets. Travis Daly on dries. Alex Sinka on wets. Daniel Clutterbuck on wets. James Scott on dries. So the track is starting to come around. Scott has got some immense pace at the moment. Michael Quash on wets. Cowan on wets. Banash on wets. Pavlovich on dries. Sattler on wets. Miles on dries. There's a mixture all the way up and down the field, viewers, and it's going to show as this track starts to dry out.
Yeah, there's obviously stuff to be said about, torrential downpour races and all that, but the praises need to be sung for changing condition races such as this, because this big sideways for 11. This is the biggest form of I have no idea what the heck is going to happen. We have no idea what is the right tire to be on, what's going to be the right tire to be on in 5 laps. We don't know a flipping thing. And no one out on the track does either. And everyone's just doing their best. Oh my God, Jack Snowball almost demolished one of the LCR cars. See? That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. That is epic.
Well, I'll give you a hot tip. Ryan Mueller just had the fastest lap of the 1:36.031 on dries, and he is absolutely pearling it. Let's have a look at what James Scott's pace is at the moment. He's battling cars around him. He's fast as the 1:37.223. So he's limited to the capacity of the cars around him to get full pace until he gets to some open air. At the moment, he has got himself into 8th place, so he's up 2, but he was way back. He has got a 2-second deficit with the cars in front of him, so he's in clean air. We expect him to start hitting the 136s. And we've got side by side here, we've got Andy. No, it's not Andrew Cowan. Who is that? Douglas and Urquhart, and a third party involved as well. Have a look at this.
My
place to be
God.
right now. Someone needs to get themselves a grip, because if this is under brakes, they're going to take each other out. Woo! Douglas is on the outside line, taking it nicely. That was Will Buchanan from Revolution E-Racing, putting it in between those two boys and giving me palpitations. Have a look at the different details. Just from the way where the track is. Inside line, very wet. Hard on the brakes there. Oh, look at that. Bit of work there by Jace Douglas. He has got, excuse me while I catch my voice, Ryan Nielsen putting pressure on him behind there. Bit of work there. James Scott, 1:35.620. What a lap. We did say he's going to be released. It's going to be hard. Ryan Nielsen on the back of Jace Douglas. Got to be careful he doesn't give him too much love and turn that chrome into plastic. Oh, very tight battling between these two boys, and then both of them don't mind a scrap, let me tell you. Oh, he's got the inside line. He left the door open, but it is shut very quickly. Douglas is...
no! Oh, my God!
Oh, I think that was Douglas saying, that's my quarter, mate. I'm taking that back. Thank you very much. And they are both very lucky they didn't go sideways. James Scott has just dispatched Travis Daly. He has got himself in a bit of a position. We've got the battle still going here for Murray Performance. Oh, look at that.
Me, or is Ryan Mueller in 8th place now?
Yeah. Look at this. Oh, my God. Inside line, it's a wet line, but James Scott goes in underneath him as well. Takes one, not quite. Oh, there's a few penalties coming out. Stevie Daniels just got himself one. We've got, look at this battle. These boys have not stopped bumping each other for a while. Oh, he's on the grass, so there's not much he can do out there. He's got to just try to get it back slowly. Yeah, Ryan Nielsen. That's unfortunate, man. That get on that grass and you're a passenger. That has ruined his race so far. And he's in a spot where he can't see. All he's got to do is watch his relatives to get round.
Yeah, here we go. Ryan Mueller. Oh, he just airmailed the braking zone just that little bit.
Just
yeah,
missed
that's
brake
what I was
marker all
worried
the way,
about.
didn't he?
Yeah,
lucky.
you know, when you said earlier after I was like, I don't know what the right tire is to be on, and you were like, well, Mueller's doing this lap time. I was thinking to myself, yeah, that's all well and good, provided you can keep in the dry bits. One little mistake, catching any damp part, and you're up a creek without a paddle, and we saw it right there. Just the tiniest little mistake from Mueller sent him all the way off. Oh, meanwhile, one of the LCR
Douglas and
cars
Mueller at the
might have
moment,
been
yeah. Douglas was just outpaced down that straight then. That was the exit by Mueller was sensational all the way through, but Douglas is going to keep that fight all the way behind him. James Scott is on the back of these guys already. So 124 has been told to pit because his internet is not being compliant. That's Liam Amos. That's why he appeared on the front of the grid on my SDK at one point. Yes, Davey Mueller went off. We saw it.
wow.
That was
James Douglas just slammed the door in James Scott's nose. My word.
Yeah. Oh, Will Buchanan, 143.693. What a cracking lap. Here we go.
Yeah,
Douglas
he
is
is
in trouble
tail. These two are 10 seconds
Alamo's
behind
rolling.
Buchanan.
Yep.
You can't park there, mate.
No. He's stuck on that wall. That wall has got him. Jace Douglas has given James Scott a lot of problems here. He can't get around him at the moment. Travis Daly is behind him, taking advantage too. Mazzaroli, he is a passenger there. That's pretty much the same as what Ryan Mueller did without hitting the wall.
Yeah.
Whew. I'll tell you what, we are in the 12-minute mark, and we haven't even talked about pit strategies or anything like that. But we had what we can. Oh, I'll tell you what, Jace Douglas better watch himself there. That was a bit of a bump. That was a bit excessive blocking there by Douglas on the main straight there, and he's almost pushed Scott onto the wet stuff and rotated him around. But Scott's dispatched Douglas now, and he is chasing down Ryan Mueller as we speak. That was a bit too much there by Jace.
Yeah, heck of a job by Scott to pull off the path anyways with everything he was having to deal with right there. I thought he was going to airmail it, but somehow he got that Camaro stopped just enough to make the apex and pull the pass off.
Yeah, we've got a few cars in pits now. So we're at the 12-minute mark. So we've got about, 38 minutes left. What am I saying? 28 minutes left?
No.
Oh, Travis Daly, has he kept it off the wall? Yep, he's kept it off the wall. That was very, very lucky. Who was that with? Tzatzikas, I think. With Douglas. Jace is getting the elbows out in the wet. He's used to the wet because it's usually pretty wet out Ballarat way.
And I think Scott...
Still a lot of cars on wet tyres, man.
Douglas tried to readdress.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
we've
think
got
Douglas
James
tried
Scott.
to readdress, but
Yeah.
what you talked about earlier lost a whole lot of positions.
Oh, have a look at this. Look at this.
Oh.
Oh, that's on.
Oh,
I think that's going to be on my boy on that one. Yeah, I think that's going to be on Lebanon. It's like he's hit the inside line, which is the wettest line, and he became a passenger straight into the side of that car.
Yeah.
A lot of cars looking second-hand at the moment. A lot of cars. Safety car has been called. Safety car has been called. we've got a couple of cars that are on the sticks getting repaired by the look of it. I'd say, well, what's the call out here? Do they come out on dries or do they come out on wets? The fast boys who can drive in the wet with these cars have been doing well, but what about the rest of them?
Man, if you're Will Buchanan, you have to be punching the air right now. He had a huge lead, and it didn't look like anyone was
8
catching
seconds.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had 12 seconds over James Scott alone. Like, it's an unreal performance, and here he is down pit lane.
He'll be cursing, but so will be Ryan Mueller. Actually, the front three will be cursing because now the 4-second deficit that James Scott had is going to be under pressure when we hear go, go, go. Oh, Kevin Wakefield out in the traditional car. Oh, look at these boys all coming out of the pits. Oh, there's a lot of cars on the grid. I love it. It's Tuesday night, peeps. We're out here for the Warren and Brown V8 Supercars Championship Round 5. Oh, a bit of squealy in the back there at the Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez. And we are at Round 5, the halfway mark of this season. We'll be driving all the way up to the first week of December, where we'll be having some more fun. But tomorrow night, we have got the mozaracing Super Formula Light Championship running. Same time, same bat channel. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it that way either. And Thursday night with the boys, with me tonight, we will be running the GR86s for another Warren and Brown special. And those of you who are racers at SRW, right, Sunday nights, the GT3s are having a blast. I still not have completed a race. I have not seen the checkered flag yet in 4 rounds. So maybe this weekend I can finish one. We're under safety car conditions, as you can see. Oh, you know what they say about safety cars, mate?
Safety cars. Safety cars.
Yeah. Yep. There's still a lot of standing water on this track too. And I bet you the track temperature is not high. Just have a look at my info. No more rain to come. We are at about 21 degrees. So it's not hot at all. So what is left on the track in the wet areas will be staying in the wet areas. All right. What's the tip, mate? At the moment, we have got Daniel Clutterbuck in the lead position.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we've still got 5 cars on wets at the moment. Yeah. So we've got Clutterbuck leading the boys out. So you've got Daniel Clutterbuck in the lead position at the moment. To Buchanan. Okay, so they're having a bit of issues at the back end with some comms use.
Yeah.
And me and Mr. Watson are sitting there going, "What the hell?" We are here. We've got Daniel Clutterbuck. Okay, so he's been told. We've got Daniel Clutterbuck in first place. Okay, so they're doing their wave arounds. They're holding their comms at the moment. So Clutters is in the lead position at the moment. Buchanan, Mueller, Urquhart, Scott. Scott is in that fifth position. We'll see what the actual positions are as the guys are being called around. There's Michael Quash going around the inside line. Hopefully Kev doesn't take the wrong line for some of these corners and drive into one of the guys and remembers to stay wide where he can. Because when the guys are going to the right, he needs to keep to the right as well. That way the cars passing can get around. I can tell you a story where I thought one night I would buzz the safety car as I went past. Obviously, league owner, silly thing to do, and I didn't hit it, but Netco destroyed his car. So I got myself into a lot of trouble and got myself some penalty points and all sorts of stuff, which was unintentional, but a very big learning lesson. Yeah. Safety car was limping around the rest of the track.
But you love when the netcode gods have a sense of humor.
Yeah, no, the netcode gods grabbed the netcode and rubbed it in my face. Daniel Clutterbuck is still on wets. Troy Dooley is still on wets. Scotty Weston still on wets. And Craig Healy is still on wets. So we've still got 4 cars on the wets. So maybe a confidence thing. I'm not too sure. But our lead, is Clutter's going to stay out there? Is he the official position or is he in a, I don't know, what do you call it?
Like,
not
does
unofficial,
he need
but
to pit again?
Well, he hasn't pitted. Yes, correct. But this safety car has gone around for a fair bit. Look, he's going to have to pit, I guess. It's going to take... we've got 18 minutes left. I can't see him having enough in the tank to do 40 minutes. We've done about, what, 5 minutes worth of safety car?
Yeah, it's not going to be likely, but I really want to see him try.
I really want to see him try too. I reckon it'll be, if he can do it, it'll be an absolute pearler. Not that he's going to... Look, the fact of the matter is that he's on low fuel, all right? He's on wet tyres. That will warm up a bit quicker than the dries will. He's probably really warm already because there's a lot of dryness around. But then we've got guys behind him that are really, really fast. Will Buchanan, Ryan Mueller, Blake Urquhart. And Daniel Clutterbuck's fastest lap is a 1:38. Buchanan, 1:34. Mueller, 1:33. Blake Urquhart, 1:35. James Scott, 1:34. So there's 3 seconds there per lap. And off the go, my gut's telling me he should have pitted.
Yeah, but nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Very true. I guess he's up 14 places, and if he loses 7 places till the end of the race, well, he's done well. Johnny Benash has just gone in the pits again. Andrew Cowan hasn't pitted yet either. What's Andrew Cowan playing at?
Yeah, Oh,
okay.
Ashes.
Yeah. Yeah. He is, Benash is ganashed. All right. Safety car is going in, peeps. All right. The question is, we will have about 15 minutes of racing. It's going to be a sprint to the very end. We've got Clutters at the top end who needs to pit. Will Buchanan who has been in some stellar form tonight with pace, followed by Ryan Mueller, Blake Urquhart, and James Scott. Those top 5 are going to be battling all the way through. Are we going to have the elbows out from Buchanan? Is Mueller going to be able to keep a plug between himself? That plug will be Blake Urquhart, his teammate, trying to not let James Scott pass so he can get away. All right, we're getting ready to go. Safety car is pulling away, viewers. We are down for the last 15 minutes at the amazing Autódromo. What is it? Hermanos Rodríguez. Hermanos Rodríguez. And we are going to go green and going to go vamos, as Carlos Sainz would say.
Andale!
Andale, arriba, arriba. That was Speedy Gonzalez. This is our favourite line. For those of you who are my age, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Little Mexican mouse. Very fast. All right. Clock's ticking, man. We've got 14 minutes to go. Clutters has got the lead pack. He's going to go soon. He can go whenever he goes. He wants to go. He can go. I would go right now. Say the car's in pit lane. I would just go boom, baby, boom. Go for it. Hit the dry stuff and just go. He is gone. We are racing. We are green, viewers. We've got Clutterbuck with pressure from Buchanan. Mueller in behind him. Urquhart and Scott already having a look at it. Buchanan's already having a close look on Clutterbuck. Under brakes in the wet. Ryan Mueller's taken a putt and followed him through. So has Urquhart. James Scott is looking at the outside post to see where it's all going to come undone. You've got Clutterbuck tucking in already on the left-hand side, coming in the cross. James Scott's followed him through. We've got Mueller on the outside, Clutterbuck on the inside. James Scott has followed Clutterbuck around, and he's got himself in a bit of a pocket where he can't do anything. Rear end went a bit loose, but have a look at the moment. Urquhart has got one of the boys behind him, Travis Daly, just bottled in there. He couldn't get around him at all. James Scott's taking the outside line. He's got it past Daly. Oh, look at Chase Douglas just drove it in there. He threw that car in under Daly. I don't know how he kept control, but Clutterbuck is trying to get out of the way of some of these faster boys as well. We've got Daly in there behind him, but we've got James Scott and Urquhart. Urquhart is all over the back. He's got all over the back of him, trying to bottle it up. Oh, Urquhart is not going to make that break point. Never was going to make it. And James Scott knew it. I don't know what Mr. Watson can see, but he sees something
there's
that I
a lot
can't.
going on right now. Oh, there's a
bit
entering
of
the
racing
stadium
going
section.
everywhere.
Oh, look at this
look at
massive
this.
humanity. This is what I'm talking about. This is crazy.
Oh, Levin's got the boys all around him. He has got Coward in front of him. He has got one of the other boys, which would be Gallant, Dooley, and Nielsen. And as we can see, there's a penalty there. 099 has got himself a black flag. Oh, that car is toast. I'm not sure what he got the black flag for, but the fighting is still going on hot as hell. Oh, someone was in the wall just then as well, too, on the left-hand side. I think it might have been.
He's trying to get out of the way. Oh, that's what happened to him.
That looks like
man.
It was just on his own, too. I do like the green wheels, though. Pete.
Yeah.
All right, 056 is towing.
And then,
all right, so we have
he's
still
just
got
trying to get out of the way at that point.
Yeah, that was some mega fun going on. Those boys were really getting close to each other, and they still are. As I get down to that pack to keep an eye on the second screen, you'll see those boys finding it through. Excuse me. And we've got Will Buchanan just set the fastest lap. 1:32.559. That is unbelievable. Where the hell has Will Buchanan pulled this pace from? That is absolutely stellar. Oh, just a bit of contact missed there by Peter Pav. Baxter's gone round. Looks like Stevie Daniels' rear end is gone as well. He might have had a bit of love there from Baxter. Let's have a look. Here comes Baxter around the corner. He's lost it. He's hit. No,
Oh.
he's fighting control. He's bounced off the wall and still rolling. No. Oh, and a bit of wiggle there. I think that's Travis Nielsen. Rear end was rocking. They hit the wet patch on the inside line there to avoid Baxter. Oh, also another Pelican gone there as well in the red. James Scott.
Oh, and there was a purple car that was there as well.
Yeah, James Scott has just done a 1:31.630. He is on fire. Yeah, look at this as well. That's Travis Nielsen coming across there. He'll be blamed for that one on Stevie Martin. He's readdressed it. He has got Martin there. I'm not sure any positions Martin lost, so I'm not sure if the readdress was going to help him any. But looks like one of the TMX cars is not looking that flash either. Look at the nose on Chris Tomlin. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's driving a modified.
Looks like a character out of Minecraft. Yeah, I think he hit the wall when coming around the corner when Baxter was rotated around. So two cars took the acute angle through that corner, hit the puddle, and rotated around straight into the wall. But the battle here for Pav at the moment is still going strong. He's got the bit of fun at the back there with, who is that beside him? Mason Martin and Lukey Page.
Yeah, Martin, the AM leader, he's running P9, now P8 overall.
Yeah. Blake Urquhart's having a bit of fun there with Travis Daly in the top 5. But Buchanan, he's on fire, mate. He's consistently hitting 131s now. Ryan Mueller in second place, slowly catching. James Scott 1.7 behind them.
Yeah, this is the battle for the Pro-Am win right here.
Yep. But Mason Martin has got himself the amateur by a fair few places. Brett Taylor in 3 places behind him. So Brett Taylor's title fight on his teammate, Scotty Weston, is changed.
Oh, no!
Weston's about 8 places down. Oh, Daly, what happened? Did he just lose the rear end?
Yeah, it just snapped on him. Oh,
he hit that water puddle.
Yeah.
He's just hit that. He got one tyre wet, then he got the other tyre wet in the rear, and then all over Red Rover around that corner. I'm just going to the mid pack as well.
Oh, man.
These boys are. The mid pack is going off its tree at the moment. 7th down, doing all sorts of things. Pete Settler. Let's have a look what's going on here.
Oh, yeah. Paint.
Oh, he's just the rear end just giving away from him. Oh, a lot of spin through there. All right, James Scott. Something's happened to James Scott because he's lost. He just did a 1:31.5, did the fastest lap, and then instantly lost about 5/10 on the back of Ryan Mueller. So I'm not sure what happened to him then. But Ryan is slowly chasing down Will Buchanan as well. Daniel Clutterbuck is back in the pits.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Hail Mary didn't quite work for Clutters there.
No.
Oh. Ryan Mueller spun around.
No. He is being Mr. Consistent tonight, and he's dropped down 2 places as he hit a wet patch as well. These wet patches that people aren't seeing on those curbs, you just got to watch them. Yep. Look at that. He's just, he nearly had it. He's drifted it. Oh, look at James Scott just held it through that corner as well. That corner has been where all the incidents have happened. That's where everyone has rotated their cars around. Ooh, that's really hard to read, that penalty. We're going to have to work on that one, boys. But James Scott has just set the cracking 1:31, got himself to the pointy end, nearly lost it. But we've got Will Buchanan just got himself himself there with 3 seconds on James Scott. With 6 minutes to go, viewers, 6 minutes to go. And we are seeing the battles here galore everywhere. Peter Pav at the moment having a bit of fun there with the lads around him. He's got Lukey Page in front of him and Travis Daly behind him going for it. On the bottom screen, we've got Martin Lipsky and, whoa, Tim Miles is just taking his nose off and taking the corner nicely. I love the delivery on Miles. I love that Goldie chrome colour, looking sensational on his car. Oh, tell you what, Ryan will be kicking himself. He lost a few places there, but he's back on track. He's a fair bit of gap he's going to have to work on here. The replay here, James Scott coming through. Did he have a bit of a wiggle too? Oh, here we go. Brandon Levin and who is that? Oh, he's just... Yeah, I'm sorry to say it, but it looked like Brandon lost the rear end a little bit there, and the car behind him tagged him. If that's the case, then it's going to be no further action. It's going to be a racing incident because he's lost the rear end, and there's nothing a guy can do behind you. And off it goes. Need to fix RC overlay, boys. Yeah. Yes, we do. We just mentioned that, buddy. It's very hard to read. We'll have a look at it midweek. There's a lot of information coming through, and it's not fitting within the boundaries of what we've set up. Alex Zikas is coming through there. You know what? It's taken Trading Paints almost 35 minutes to catch up because Alex's car is the right colour now as we come through with the new JMR logo. Will Buchanan has still got himself a bit of a gap there. He's got just under 3 seconds on James Scott. Will he be able to hold it all the way out to the very end? He's been very consistent, and there you can see James Scott hunting him down, followed by one of the back markers through there as well. On the, where are we going to go for the bottom screen? Who do you want to see, viewers? Let me know. I'm going to take it to Alex Zikas because he is having a battle there with Luke Page, and they are going for it like crazy. 9-10. So we have got who is 9-10? Oh, Jack Nove. Yeah, Jack Nove.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wasn't sure because we couldn't see the greatest angle from what we saw, but to me, it looked like there was no real rotation from Levin's car, and it was just contact from Nova that sent him around, and it looks like that's what race control sees as well.
You can always say, Steve, you're talking rubbish. You're wrong. There's nothing like a bit of a commentator debate, mate, and it's all good. We've just seen down the bottom screen Alex Zikas pass Lukey Page as well, so he's going for it too. James Scott is on the hunt. He is down to 3.1, so his last lap was a 1:31.8, and his and Buchanan's last lap was a 1:31.9. So he's slowly catching up, but the 3 seconds is a lot to do in 2 minutes. We're only looking at a couple of laps there. Will Buchanan be able to hold off James Scott for the rest of this race with 1 minute 55 to go? They are crossing the line now. We'll probably see the flag come out. No, probably another 2 laps, then the white flag, but battles galore everywhere still. And a lot of cars that are damaged and cooked too, mind you. The big choice between wets and dries has changed a lot of the racing, hasn't it? Oh, look how close James Scott gets those tyre walls. That is crazy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, though. It's added so many wrinkles to this race. You know, you got to put your strategist hat on, and that's difficult to do when you're already racing around and trying to hold onto the car in these crazy conditions whilst trying to stop and figure out, okay, what tires do I need to be on? It is not easy, and a lot of these guys have done a phenomenal job surviving with all the different things they're having to manage right now.
100%. I've got James Scott's car in the second camera with the left and right panels, so you can see how close he is getting to these walls. Watching him come through those S's, when you watch him come through those next bit of S's, you'll see him come through. Is that a white flag? Yes, we are white flag. We are white flag. And you'll see how close he comes through as they come. Is it a right-hander here? Yes, it is a right-hander, so we'll need the right-hand side. No, that's back. Jim Cooper from there. Watch this attack here. Oh my God, that is close. That is so close. That is unbelievable. That's something I wouldn't want to be doing. But ladies and gentlemen, we have got ourselves a new winner out there to take out the top step. Will Buchanan has gone the final lap and doing an absolute perler of a job. The track is dried out. There is still some wet spots on the curbs, so he's got to be careful because it's got a few boys cut out and ended up in the walls like well, this sucks. Mr. Nielsen has had his day today as well. A bit of fun out there, but unfortunately didn't go his way. We are down to the last few minutes. Final lap will be counted for the Warren and Brown Tools V8 Supercar Championship lap final and the 5th round as he's coming through the stadium section. Coming across, you can just see James Scott behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, the feature race of the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championship has been taken out by Will Buchanan from Revolution IRacing. Top spot coming through with a 1.8 second lead on James Scott from the Chiefs team, followed by Ryan Mueller from the Pacific Esports in 3rd place. A cracking effort there. His teammate Blake Urquhart takes the Pro-Ams in 4th place. A cracking bit of driving from that chap as well, as the boys are coming across and slowing down to recover from an epic bit of fight on some very, very tricky surfaces. The back guys are still fighting for the final few places, as you can see them crossing the lines. Daniel Clutterbuck has got the action coming across. He's got Troy Dooley pressuring him as well. Dooley just misses that tyre wall as they're coming through the back end of the track. And ladies and gentlemen, it has been an epic fight all the way through. Biggest movers and shakers, Jeremy Bush up 22 places into 10th from the Locked On lads. A stellar job there. Well, that's what it says on my screen. Where'd he just go? No, it's all changing in SDK. We'll have to leave it at that for now. But Stevie Martin, Daniel Clutterbuck coming across the road now. Ladies and gents, what a cracking night that was.
Absolutely. My goodness, what a night of racing.
I didn't know what to expect tonight at this track. The rain was something new and something that was pretty cool to see. Yeah, can't complain at all. It brought out the light. The track was pretty impressive too. Mr. Buchanan, take a bow. Who's our AMS champion tonight?
I believe it's Urquhart. Yes.
Oh, he's a Pro-Am champion, isn't he?
Did you say Pro-Am or Am?
Oh, no, I said Pro-Am. I think Pro-Am. So we've got Will Buchanan, James Scott, Ryan Mueller, top 3. Blake Urquhart as the Pro-Am champion. And then the Am champion, is it Mason Martin? Wow.
Yeah.
All the way up in 8th place. So I was right before. 22 places up by Jeremy Bush. Well, look of it. I could be wrong, but that's what my system's telling me at the moment. Johnny Gallen in 12th. Let's have a look at the grid, mate. Let's have a look where everyone finished and run through to show the viewers where we have done. Will Buchanan has taken out the top spot from Revolution IRacing. Will, we need your logo. James Scott from the Big Chiefs in second place, a further 1.6 seconds back. Ryan Mueller, PR, in third place. So he got himself back up there into some critical points that he needed. Blake Urquhart from PR in fourth place. Alex Azikas from JMR in fifth place, and Travis Dudley in sixth. Lukey Page in seventh. Mason Martin, our AM winner, is done a stellar job there all the way at the pointy end. And Peter Pav from PR in ninth, and Jeremy Bush in 10th. So a lot of battling out there. Where was the second? Brett Taylor is the second AM down in 11th. So he's got some critical points there, Brett. He's got, his teammate, Scotty Weston, is just behind him. So not too bad. So Brett Taylor will be leading our 11th place. Brett Taylor, I'm just hearing too much in here. Someone's got access issues for the Discord, but we'll get someone in the back end to work that out. Johnny Gallen in 12th, Brandon Levin in 13th, Ryan Nielsen 14th, Tim Miles in 15th, Jax Nova 16th, Martin Lipsky 17th, Scotty Weston. Critical points there between him and his teammate Brett Taylor. Taylor has got himself 7 places away. So it's about 28 points he's gained around there. I believe it's 4 points a race. And then we've got Stevie Martin and Stevie Daniels coming through at 20th. As we rotate it across, we have got Daniel Clutterbuck from 21st place, Troy Dooley 22nd, Chris Tomlin 23rd, Jace Douglas in 24th, Michael Quash 25th, Pete Sattler 26th, and Andrew Cowan in 27th place. Alan Mazzaroli 28th, Jacob Trainer 29th. Unfortunate for Jacob tonight, he had some good pace early on. Rob Baxter in 30th place. Then we come across, there's Johnny Banash in 31st, Liam Amos 32nd, Kevin Wakefield 30th. Kevin Wakefield is our safety car driver in 33rd, and unfortunately Stevie Banks and Marty Hughes. Craig Healy had a few issues coming through that race. Our race control tonight, our director is Greg Barber, race steward is Tyson McAvoy, and safety car driver was Kevin Wakefield. Ladies and gents, that was round 5 of the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championship. Oh, Mr. Watson. Whew, what a night.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Out of breath from that one.
Me too. Let's see who we got in the booth. We got Will Buchanan, Erky, and Ryan Mueller. So we are missing, I think they said that someone was having issues getting into the room, and that would be Mr. Martin. And I can't help him at the moment because I can't see him anywhere to be able to give him access, which is unfortunate because it'd be great to talk to the young fella. We've spoken to him before, haven't we? No, maybe not. This could be his first critical podium. So let me have a bit of a scoop into there and see if I can get him in and have a bit of a chinwag to the young fella because it's been his first one in. And do you reckon I could do it? I don't think I can. Not at this short minute of the broadcast, that's for sure. All right, well, we'll have to pass on that one for now. If he gets a hold of us or someone drags him up and fixes him, we'll have a bit of a chat. But let's just go straight through to the pointy end and get Mr. Who was it? Urquhart, who's the Pro-Am, yeah?
Correct.
Yes. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are welcoming to the room 4th place tonight, but 1st place for the Pro-Ams. Well done here, Mr. Urquhart. How are you doing, mate? How's things and how was that for you?
Oh, thanks, mate. No rain practice. That was awesome. Good fun.
Did you Sorry, that broke up of me. Urks, you there?
Yeah, mate, I'm still here.
Oh, there you are. Sorry, mate. For some reason, I couldn't hear you there. How was it out there,
you're
mate? That was at one point you were the bottleneck holding Mr. Scott behind you. Hopefully that your teammate Ryan would get up more the pointy end, but he did a bit of a mischief and got himself round.
Yeah, I had a mischief just before Ryan. I put myself in the fence, actually. I don't know if you've seen that. I
probably did. I've got a memory like a goldfish, mate.
Yeah, that's right. I tried to hold him up for a fair bit, and I've just slid into the tyre barrier. Got lucky, right hand down a little bit, but car was fine, and we're happy to keep pushing.
Not as lucky as Stevie. He got into that tyre barrier and it wouldn't let him go.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's unlucky.
So Mr. Banks had all sorts of issues tonight with the walls. He had a rhinoplasty at one point. Mate, how was it up there at the pointy end with all the cars around? Those tyre barriers just sitting at the chicanes, how scary are they coming through in the wet?
Oh, mate, it's if you don't hit the apex right, you like just before the apex, you're probably gonna end yourself in the barrier if you don't be careful with it. So, I haven't had best experience with them barriers before, but first time racing here, and it's good to be back on the podium again. And car was fast and up with the big boys, and it's been a while. So
yeah, well, it's good. Good to see you up with the big boys again, mate. You've I know you've had some pace previously, and good to see you back at the back end. And you mixed it up like you were a vet there, mate. It's like you hadn't left, so it was good going out there.
Yeah, no, it was good. I had fun and raced with the boys, and I actually broke my shifter. I had to race like James Huck for a bit with my hand, so with the steel piece hanging off the shifter. So I was a bit worried about it, but I had a mate who was behind me here who's helping me trying to fix it during the race, and trying to hold on to it. So it was good fun.
Nice work. Well, nothing like having a good mate beside you, mate, is like a second crew chief. The question is, how do you rate this track in the wet and the conditions? What did you think?
Without doing any practice in the wet, good fun. I actually loved it. I thought I wasn't going to be where I am tonight. But nah, had a killer race. Like I said, car was fast and car was pointy, and had fun driving. I wish it didn't stop, but it had to. So
excellent, mate. Well, congratulations on your first Pro-Am win, mate. And it's good to see you at the pointy end and having fun out there. That's the most important thing as far as we're concerned. And good luck for the rest of the season. Who gets Erky out on track, mate?
Big shout out to the team and my family, especially my two kids and my wife who's looking after my two kids at the moment, who makes this possible. Thanks to Lake Edge Holiday Units as well, Marriage Garage, One Shot, Track Racer, Rivers Photographs, and W Energy Drinks, and got it right this time, so that's good. So
well done, buddy. Well done. Congratulations, Zood, and keep it going, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate it. See you next time.
Take care, mate. All right. Well, if we continue with traditions, mate, you would be interviewing second place, which will be tonight. James Scott, who is not here. He looks like he must have had to rush off. Would you like to interview then Mr. Ryan Mueller?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ryan Mueller, who got himself, after a bit of a spin, back to the pointy end and onto the podium. Congratulations, mate. How was it out there in that wet? Mr. Watson has got you covered with some questions as well.
Yeah, Ryan, I got to ask, what happened on that spin there?
Well, which one would you like me to go over? I did two really stupid mistakes, so.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go with the one in the 40-minute race.
Well, the first one, I got to the lead. I've never driven this track. I had an hour practice in the wet and then had to guess where to brake in the dry. So I'm really glad that worked and our setup was really good. But I the first one where I was in the lead and I went off and went back to 8th, I had a mind blank and thought I was playing F1 and thought I was on the Grand Prix layout. So I went straight and then realized that's not the layout. So luckily I kept it out of the fence. But the second one I was pushing pretty hard to try and catch Will. I felt like us three at the front were pretty equal on pace, so I had to push as hard as I could and just see if I could actually get up to Will. But I just pushed too hard, missed the apex, and then once you go offline after all that rain, it's ridiculously hard to get back online. So yeah, the rear just kicked out and I tried to save it, but yeah, couldn't. So sucks, but yeah, it was pretty fun. I actually really enjoy this track.
Yeah, and it was still a heck of a run for you out there. How hard was it just trying to get your bearings in order and just, first of all, figure out what tire you even needed to be on?
I went out straight away. We thought it would be dry in the second one, but there was a lot of wet patches, especially at the start of the race. So we saw everyone else go on slicks, and there were a couple of guys at the front that went on wets. But in the warm up, I went out, did a lap, and I thought straight away it was definitely slicks. But it was not really a guess. I think we all decided it would be definitely time for slicks, as if we were on wets, I think we'd just lose way too much time to everyone else. So we're stuck with slicks. It was the second sector and the third sector was the worst. There was just random damp patches that you'd have to be really careful on the throttle. But I felt like we had a really good car, especially at the start of the race and the end of the race. But yeah, it was just go off what I saw, to be honest.
Yeah, and
Well,
you did
congratulations,
a
mate. That was
heck of a job.
cracking job out there. Sorry to jump over there, Mr. Watson. I wasn't sure. If you guys were leaving or not. Quick question, mate. Some critical points in tonight. Title battle looks like it's going to go all the way to the very end. You've seen the schedule? Any favourite tracks coming up?
I'm really excited for the super sprint. I feel like that'll be, as there'll be no pit stops, it'll just be, I'm not sure what the fuel limit is yet, but if there's no pit stops and it's just straight 20 minutes of racing for 3 races, I feel like that's going to be pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited to see a super sprint in there, but I think I'm most excited for Bathurst, to be honest. I feel when we did Scops, myself and my teammate Will, we had a really good car and we were able to make our way up into the top 10 before I had some technical issues. But yeah, I reckon Bathurst will be probably or hopefully my strongest round. I thought Sandown would be, but James is just too quick. But yeah, I hope for Bathurst to be my strongest rounds. There's a lot of points on the table there because it's an enduro round. So yeah, if I was to say any track left, probably Bathurst.
Nice one. Mr. Watson, any other questions?
Nope, that pretty much does it.
I did steal your thunder there, mate. I'm sorry. The tracks that are coming up. Look, I think, like you said, Super Sprint, the Enduro. There's still a lot of points and a lot of unpredictable racing to come through as well. So it's not going to go easy all the way. James Scott has got some critical points again tonight. So the ladder is going to he's going to extend his lead slightly, but anything can happen. We've seen it go through, and he's been very unlucky in his title fights as well here. Got himself into some situations where he didn't get points when he needed them. So I know what you're like, mate. You're going to be consistent all the way through and fight it till the very end, which is going to put up a fantastic title battle. Who gets Mr. Mueller out on track and supports the team, mate?
Yeah, sure hope it's going to go down the line. Hopefully it'll be a good battle at the end, and yeah, hopefully we can put you guys off your chairs. But yeah, I'd like to thank all you guys for the ongoing broadcast every week and all the effort you guys put in. Everyone at PER for their awesome support, Lake Edge Holiday Units, Majors Garage for the 6 setups, One Shot Pest Management, Track Racer, 8 Rivers Photography, our partner W Energy Drinks, and Cowie for making a monsoon of a first race and qualifying.
Excellent, mate. Very, very, very true. Well, congratulations, dude. We'll see you back here next week, and keep having fun, mate. And good luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers, guys.
All right, Mr. Watson, I did sort of perish your interview then. So what I'm going to do for you now is introduce Mr. Mini Martin, which is Mason Martin, and you can interview him as well. How's that sound?
All righty.
No? Ladies and gentlemen, our amateur winner for tonight, first time in the podium, first time in the booth, young fella, Mini Martin, Mr. Mason Martin from PR. Congratulations, mate. How are you doing, and how does that feel?
Hello?
You there? Can you hear us?
Hello?
Oh, maybe he can't hear us. Oh, that was a short-lived interview.
It's saying I can't hear them.
All right. Can you hear us, Mason?
Hello?
All right.
Yes, hello?
You can hear us?
Yes?
Excellent, mate. How are you, buddy? How was that out there?
It was good racing. Nice and clean. Good weather.
Yeah. Eva, how did you enjoy racing it up there with the big boys at the pointy end?
Yeah, it's good fun. It's nice and clean. It's a good series. Yeah.
Cool. You've got any questions from Mr. Watson? Mr. Watson, what do you got?
Yeah, how difficult was it just trying to hold onto the car and keep from clipping the wet spots and going off into the barriers?
Definitely very slippery off the dry line and on the curbs. But it wasn't actually too hard to keep it from binning into the wall.
Yeah, and take us through what was going through your mind trying to figure out what tires were the right ones to be on with the conditions kind of changing pretty much by the lap.
I think it was a slick tire the whole race, and I think there was a few people that put on wets that were good at the start, but I think the slick was good most of the race.
Ready? Well, it was incredible job from you tonight, bringing home the win in the AM class. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, Lake Edge, Majors Garage, WN Energy, Track Racer, and then my personal sponsors, Mobile One and Ampol.
Nice work there, mate.
All right.
Well, Mason, good luck for the rest of the season, mate. It's good to see you at the pointy end, mate, and winning some clinical championship points. Definitely impressed myself and Mr. Watson. Congratulations, and keep the head up, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you, and also a shout out to the boys at the team for all their help.
Legends that they are. All righty, mate. Take care, and we'll see you soon, hopefully up here again.
See ya.
Take care, bud. All right, we are there. My head's around the pop. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the top step of the night. He's been sitting there waiting quite patiently in the booth. We have got Mr. Will Buchanan taking out top spot for round 5 of the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championships. Welcome to the room, Mr. Buchanan. How was that for you, mate?
Yeah, thanks, boys. Yeah, very, very stressful. A lot of times I'm up the front like that, so yeah, it was very nerve-wracking with some fast boys coming behind me. But yeah, no, very happy with the result. It was very sketchy tonight, so yeah, very pleased.
Well, the question with us, with Mr. Watson and myself, was were you going to be able to hold it off long enough for the pace that James Scott was showing? He was absolutely flying at one point. I think he actually got the fastest lap in the end as well. Were your thoughts on the back of the mirror thinking, is he going to catch me?
I will admit I was mirror watching, and I was seeing him close the time every now and then, but it seemed like I did drag it out. Some certain points of the track I was a bit better. He was a bit better, well, most of the track, but just the little bits where I was better saved me, I reckon, in the long run. But yeah, I was definitely mirror watching for the whole last bit there.
Any particular part of this track that you thought was awesome, or was it just hell all the way through?
To be honest, I'm really disappointed that even though I like the rain and it makes it more realistic, it would have been a good opportunity to actually use the layout to its full potential with how wide you can take with these off tracks and all that, like they do in NASCAR. So it was a bummer we couldn't really explore that. But the track is great. I've always loved this track, going back to the F1 games, and yeah, I knew I was really excited all week for this race, and I thought it was going to bring great racing, which to me it seems like it did. And yeah, very sketchy in that middle sector with all the puddles around, but it dried out pretty quick towards that second race.
Yeah, we were watching actually how close you guys were getting to those tyre barriers coming through the S's as well. How sketchy were they, especially coming off some wet curbs?
Oh, there was definitely a lot of swear words and that said during practice throughout the week with the tyre barriers. You just nick them and then your car would be done. But it was not too bad. Definitely the puddles weren't helping, but I feel like they're in that second race, they're in a good spot where it was actually a dry line there, so you could really stay close to them. So it didn't end up being too much of an issue in the end.
Yeah. Well, we saw Ryan Mueller hit one of those, not hit, but run over those red and white curbs at one spot, and a fair bit of water came up and he just lost control of the rear end. Was that something that you guys were trying to avoid all the way through, or is it something that you weren't even thinking about?
Oh, definitely. Like, just first top rules of wet weather racing: stay off the curbs and stay on if there's a dry line, stay on that. Don't venture out. But yeah, I was just trying to on the slower corners you can really get up over the curves. But yeah, definitely those fast ones you want to stay right away from them.
Yeah, definitely. Mr. Watson, any last questions for our winner for the night?
Nope, you pretty much nailed it.
I don't nail it every week. Mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's good to see you at the pointy end and getting out there and winning. I think this is your first one you've won, as a pro.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So
win an SRW. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's good to see you pop the cherry with us, mate, and get out the winning ways. Mr. Angus Lawford's giving you a pat on the back, saying well done, Will. So congratulations on an epic drive tonight. Pace was sensational. Even in qualies, it was extraordinary as well. So you deserved the win. You worked hard. That wasn't a misfortunate win or anything like that. You battled it all the way through. So congratulations on that. Who gets Mr. Buchanan out on track and supports your racing, mate?
Thanks, guys. Yeah, obviously all the boys at Revolution IRacing get me out each week. Always very supportive and willing to help whenever they can. It's such a good team there. And just shout out to the sponsors, AITT, Thudspeed, Kibby, IR Psychic, Bunnies Bills, Sure X4. Just can't thank them enough for all the work they do behind the scenes for us with their sponsorships. It really helps us get out on track and perform.
Yeah, well, congratulations, dude. It's been a stellar performance. Hopefully your pace continues and you get up here and have a bit more of a chin wag, because then we can get some bring the title battle a little bit closer amongst everyone. So it was good to see. Congratulations, man, and good luck and keep having fun.
Cheers, boys. Hopefully talk to you again in the future.
All right, take care. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our heat feature race winner, Mr. Will Buchanan. Took it from the storm, did an absolute stellar job coming through there. That was probably one of my worst section of interviews there, man. I was talking over the top of you and I don't know, maybe trying to rush it out of here because I'm tired and it's 10:05. What a race and what a bit of driving out there tonight.
Yeah, it was a surprisingly long night of racing for all of us. It was I think everyone is just absolutely worn out after that incredible banger of a race. Especially the drivers, the mental focus it had just to avoid demolishing your car. That was just something else.
Yeah, almost forgot that it was actually a 20-40 split. The first race was almost a distant memory, like it was last week. It was almost like the feature race just outshone everything, even though the first one had some amazing battles as well.
Yeah, the feature was 1,000 times more chaotic, especially the opening minutes.
Yeah, 100%. Some of the opening action we couldn't actually show you because there was just too much going on at some of the points in there. But I hope we did justice to all the drivers out there. We had 2 cams going and tried to cover the field as much as possible. But ladies and gents, thank you for sticking with us tonight. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and I hope we did it justice for all your family and friends that watch this racing every week. And thank you for everyone who watches the views afterwards the show's done as well, because the numbers have been fantastic. Please don't forget to go out there and support the teams and the people that support us, and starting off with the likes of Grim Industries, who I actually went and visited this week and checked out his last week and checked out his new premises. So keep an eye out for them if you're after some high-end motor memorabilia, or not memorabilia, but motor art. Go out and check him out and have a bit of a chat to him about what he could do for you. Special thanks out there to Nightshade Apparel, and also what are they called? My mental blank. To Shunt Scenery for all the help they've done as well. Thank you for supporting us for a while. That's Greg Barb. So if you're into simulator racing, as in the flight simulator style instead of the 4-wheel style, and you're after some virtual world designs, go and speak to him. They do a lot of stuff like that. Come out and say hello to the amazing people down at mozaracing. We all love their gear, and a lot of the drivers do support them by buying it. So thank you for their support as well. Phoenix Driver Development. If you're a V8 supercar driver and you are into the Gen 2, Gen 3s, they have got setups for you. They've got training for you, one-on-one or with teams. So come in and reach out to those boys, Laz and Rian, on Facebook, and they will help you out. Finally, and amazing people out there and the team behind Warren and Brown Tools. They are sensational, have supported us from day dot and continue to do so. Check out their website, warrenbrowntools.com.au, for anything you need. We've got a couple of people that have already come out and bought some stuff out there. They're absolute legends, and thank you for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. Like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons for supporting us tonight at the Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez for the Warren and Brown V8 Supercars at round 5. Thank you for coming out and supporting us. Thank you for joining us every week. See you later, and good night, and see you tomorrow night for the Moser Racing Super Formula Light Championship.